right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. His way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
3-19! 3-19!
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Pushing his way through. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That will complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Lucky 56. Over.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Gone. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Over.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Detroit! Gone!
To throw on second down, Jones steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Twisting away. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 54 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Fields. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's a nice completion, and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Fields. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Butker is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Looking long for what that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Only
way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw from his end zone. Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Not that time for Watkins. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, third and 14. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. 30, past the 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge, forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win